honey.
We've been here before.
Oh, Lord. And when they say we're not keeping you, you're gone, it's a total gut punch. How do we help people who receive that terrible news and give them some positive spin on it?
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to say I'm an expert in job transitions, but I've done it 4 times. So I can do it. Anyone can do it. And so we are going to talk about how you can still find joy. And the reason that it does feel like you talked about that gut punch, it's because somewhere along the way, we let what we do become who we are. And those are two different things. And when we let our job become our identity, and then that goes away, of course, we are left wondering where all our value went because it was all tied in with that job. And we have to remember that our jobs are only one part of the magnificent humans that we are. And there are so many other pieces to life's pie. And we cannot spend 100% of our lives on 10% of who we are and expect to be fulfilled. And I know this because I lived it. And for 20 years, I let the work piece of the pie become the whole pie. And we are all so much more than what we get paid to do. And when we unlock the different parts of who we are, we become more powerful in all the ways so that we can be better moms and sisters and friends and leaders and. And when life throws us a curveball, like losing a job, which, spoiler alert, life is a series of curveballs, we need to be able to let go of what we thought our life was supposed to look like and lean into the magic of what is. And a big part of being able to do that is to untangle our worth and our value from the thing we get paid to do.
I mean, I love you so much, and no shade on you, but it's so much easier to say than to do because you're right. We do identify in great portion what our job is and means to us. So, how do we find joy when we lose that job?
Yes. Okay. Some of my most joy-filled moments actually happened when I didn't have a job. So in 2019, you know this one, Nicole, after being let go for the third time in my life. So I've been fired twice, let go twice. 2019 was number 3. And I remember feeling sorry for myself for a few days. And then I decided it was going to be the summer of Heather. And I had the best summer ever. And I tackled every day with this one thought: what can I do today that will bring me joy? And guess what? It was all simple things. It was yoga in the morning, coffee with my dog on my lap. It was happy hour with my girlfriends. It was falling asleep in the sun, taking a nap. Like, it was all simple things that I had access to at any time. And here's the thing, while joy is always accessible to us, it is also okay to feel joyless at times. Like, I have had plenty of pity parties. And that third time I was let go in 2019, it was right before my 20-year high school reunion. So I got to go to my 20-year high school reunion and tell everyone that I didn't have a job. And of course, that's what everyone wants to talk about. Like, what do you do? What do you do for work? And after saying I just got let go like 50 times, all of a sudden it didn't have power over me anymore. They were just words. And while I did not have a job, I was still me. And I still had so much fun at that reunion. So remember, like, no feeling is final. And we want to feel our feelings. We just don't want to live there, especially when they're not so great. So joy is always available to us. Sometimes it's a mindset shift, but it's also remembering that life is for living and we've got one life. And if we're waking up and breathing without the help of a machine, we've got a lot to be grateful for. So sometimes even just starting with, like, I'm grateful for my breath, and then going from there.
Good old-fashioned reframing, I think, is what we would call that. Instead of unemployed, it's the summer of Heather. How about some tips to get us there?
That's right. I've got 5 of them for you. The first is spend time with people who don't care what you do for money. This could be volunteering. This could be diving into a hobby. When I got fired for the second time a few years ago, I started getting more into my birding group. So there's a group called Birds and Beer. We drink beer. We talk about the birds we see. None of them know what I did for a living. I have no idea what they do for a living, and it doesn't matter. Find groups like that. Number 2, focus on enough. How much money do you need to live the life that you want? So many of us chase more money so we can buy more things that we actually don't need. Get clear on what is enough for you to live the life you want, and you may realize you have different options. Number 3, Recognize this time for the gift that it is. It is an opportunity for you to do something different. Sure, you can get back on that same wheel, like I did that 4 times, but you don't have to. Getting thrown off the wheel can be the best wake up call because so many of us just sleepwalk through life, going through the motions, checking off boxes that someone else came up with. Maybe it's time to create your own boxes. Number 4, dive into networking. It can be reconnecting with old colleagues. It could be meeting new people. I believe people genuinely do want to help each other. And there are so many of us who have gone through job loss and job transitions. And believe me, we all want to pay it forward with the time and the advice and the help that others gave us. So once you are clear on what you want to do next, tell people and have them help make the connections and introductions that you need. And the last thing is just remember that in the juggling act of life, jobs are rubber balls. We've got glass balls and we've got rubber balls. The glass balls are things like your health, your relationship, the things that if you keep dropping them, they're going to crack and they're going to break. Rubber balls bounce back. And that's what jobs are. They may not always bounce as high or far or fast as you'd like, but they will come back. And so whether or not you have a paycheck every other week, it does not change your worth or your ability to find joy.
Great way to reframe it and spin it. I love it. Tough topic.
Here's another tip for you. Instead of saying you don't have a job, just say I'm a free agent. I am a marketing free agent. I'm an accounting free agent. That's also another reframe because you're a highly valuable, sought after player that's now ready to be snatched up.
Available. Well, great to see you, honey. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it. There's your challenge for the day. Instead of being unemployed, you're in search of your next joyful job.